Reasons for the rise of nationalism in Europe: absolutism, spread of liberal ideas, slogan of liberty, equality and fraternity, role of educated middle class.
Gradual development of nationalism in Europe. French Revolution, 1789. Civil Code, 1804. Vienna Conference, 1815. Revolution by Liberals, 1848. Unification of Germany, 1866 to 1871. Unification of Italy, 1859 to 1871.
From the very beginning of the French Revolution, the French revolutionaries introduced various measures and practices that created a sense of collective identity, nationalism, among the French people. Later, Napoleon introduced revolutionary reforms in the administrative field known as the Civil Code of 1804, Napoleonic Code. Further, the ideas of national unity, nationalism, in early 19th century Europe were closely linked to the ideology of liberalism. French Revolution or nationalism rule based on constitution ideas like equality, liberty or fraternity, a new tricolor French flag, establishment of National Assembly, uniform system of weights and measures. French became the common language of the nation. 1804 Civil Code, abolition of all privileges based on birth, equality before law, and secured the right to property. Administrative divisions were simplified. Feudal system was abolished. Peasants were freed from serfdom and manorial dues. Guild restrictions were removed in towns. Liberal nationalism, political and economic views, government by consent, i.e. end of autocracy. Rule based on constitution, parliamentary form of government, end of privileges. Equality before law. The right to vote, suffrage, but not for everyone. Free market. Abolition of state-imposed taxes. Conservatism in Europe after 1815. Napoleon was defeated in 1815, and after this European governments were driven by a spirit of conservatism. As a political philosophy, conservatism stressed the importance of traditionally established institutions and customs, and preferred gradual development to quick change. In the background, a summit, called the Congress, was organized at Vienna. The Congress was hosted by the Austrian Chancellor, Duke Metternich. The Treaty of Vienna was signed in this Congress. Features of Treaty of Vienna, 1815. The Bourbon dynasty was restored to power in France. The main intention was to create a new conservative order in Europe. France lost the territories it had annexed under Napoleon. A series of states were set up on the boundaries of France to prevent expansion in future. Duke Metternich. He was the Austrian Chancellor. He was born on the 15th of May 1773. He had once remarked that, when France sneezes, the rest of Europe catches cold. He took a prominent part in the Congress of Vienna and dominated European politics from 1814 to 1848. He acted as the restorer of the old regime and worked for the reconstruction of Europe after the Napoleonic Wars. Unification of Germany, 1866 or 1871. Unification took place under the leadership of Prussia. The chief minister of Prussia, Otto von Bismarck, was the chief architect of unification. 3 wars over 7 years with Austria, Denmark and France ended in Prussian victory and completed the process of unification. In January 1871, the Prussian king, Kaiser Wilhelm I, was proclaimed German emperor. The new state placed strong emphasis on modernizing the currency, banking, legal and judicial system in Germany. Unification of Italy, 1859-1870. Italy was divided into 7 states. During the 1830, Giuseppe Mazzini put together a program for the unification of Italy. The revolutionary uprisings of 1831 and 1848 failed. Through a tactful diplomatic alliance with France, Sardinia-Piedmont succeeded in defeating the Austrian forces in 1859. In 1861, Victor Emmanuel II was proclaimed King of United Italy. Count Camillo da Cavo. He was the chief minister of Sardinia-Piedmont. He led the movement to unify the regions of Italy, though he was neither a revolutionary nor a democrat. The tactful diplomatic alliance with France was also engineered by Cavo. Thus, Austria could be defeated and the unification of Italy was made possible. Giuseppe Garibaldi. He was not part of the regular troops. He led armed volunteers for the unification of Italy. In 1860, along with his volunteers, he marched into South Italy and the Kingdom of the Two Sicilies. He succeeded in winning the support of the local peasants in order to drive out the Spanish rulers. He handed over control of southern Italy and Sicily to King Victor Emmanuel II. Thus, the unification of Italy was made possible. Greek War of Independence. Greece was part of the Ottoman Empire since the 15th century. The growth of revolutionary nationalism, after the French Revolution, 1789, sparked off a struggle for independence among the Greeks. The struggle for independence started in 1821. Nationalists in Greece got support from other Greeks living in exile and also from many West Europeans. Many poets and artists mobilized public opinion to support the Greek struggle. The English poet Lord Byron organized funds and later went to fight in the war, where he died of fever in 1824. The Treaty of Constantinople of 1832 recognized Greece as an independent nation. Nationalism in Britain. The formation of the nation-state was not the result of a sudden upheaval or revolution, but was the result of a long drawn-out process. There was no British nation prior to the 18th century. The English nation steadily grew in wealth, importance and power, and was able to extend its influence over the other nations of the islands. The English Parliament seized power from the monarchy in 1688. The United Kingdom of Great Britain was formed in 1707 with England and Scotland. After the failed revolt of 1798, Ireland was forcibly incorporated into the United Kingdom in 1801. The symbols of the new Britain were actively promoted. Nationalism and imperialism. Balkan problem. The Balkans was a region of geographical and ethnic variations comprising modern-day Romania, Bulgaria, Albania, Greece, Macedonia, Croatia, Slovenia, Serbia, etc. The inhabitants of these areas were broadly known as the Slavs. A large part of the Balkans was under the control of the Ottoman Empire. The spread of the ideas of romantic nationalism in the Balkans, together with the disintegration of the Ottoman Empire, made this region very explosive. One by one, European subject nationalities broke away and declared their independence. As different Slavic nationalities struggled to define their identity and independence, the Balkan area became an area of intense conflict. The Balkan states hoped to gain more territory at the expense of others. During this period, there was intense rivalry among the European powers for control over this area. This further complicated the matter. This led to a series of wars in the region and finally culminated in the form of the First World War. Visualizing the nation, artists in the 18th and 19th centuries portrayed a country as if it were a person. Nations were portrayed as a female figure. The female form chosen to personify the nation did not represent any particular woman in real life. Rather, it sought to give the abstract idea of the nation a concrete form. Thus, the female figure became an allegory of the nation. In France, she was christened Marianne, a popular Christian name, which underlined the idea of the people's nation. Similarly, Germania became the allegory of the German nation. Frankfurt Parliament, 1848–49. Formation of National Assembly. In the German regions, a large number of political associations whose members were middle-class professionals, businessmen, and prosperous artisans came together in the city of Frankfurt. They decided to vote for an all-German National Assembly. Assembly at St. Paul's Church. On the 18th of May 1848, 831 elected representatives marched in a festive procession to take their seats in the Frankfurt Parliament convened in the Church of St. Paul. Drafting of Constitution. The Assembly drafted a constitution for a German nation to be headed by a monarchy subject to a parliament. Crown offered to the Prussian king. When the deputies offered the crown on these terms to Friedrich Wilhelm Eve, King of Prussia, he rejected it and joined other monarchs to oppose the elected assembly. Growing opposition. The opposition of the aristocracy and military became stronger, and the social base of the parliament gradually eroded. Loss of popular support. The parliament was dominated by the middle classes, who resisted the demands of workers and artisans. As a result, it lost their support. Dissolution of assembly. In the end, troops were called in and the assembly was forced to disband. Symbol and significant. Symbol meaning 1. Broken chains, being freed. 2. Breastplate with eagle, symbol of the German Empire's strength. 3. Crown of oak leaves, heroism. 4. Sword, readiness to fight. 5. Olive branch around the sword, willingness to make peace. 6. Black, red and gold tricolor, flag of the liberal nationalists. 7. Rays of the rising sun, beginning of a new era. Postage stamp of 1850. The picture of Marianne was printed on the postage stamp of 1850. It represented the Republic of France. This picture was made by the painter Philip Witt in 1848. It was meant to hang from the ceiling of the Church of St. Paul, where the Frankfurt Parliament was convened. Various symbols were used to depict the development of nationalism. Major statements: when France sneezes, the rest of Europe catches cold. Metternich, Mazzini is the most dangerous enemy of our social order. Metternich, rise of nationalism in Europe, Class X, Social Science. Giuseppe Mazzini, He was born in Genoa in 1807. He became a member of secret society of the Carbonari. As a young man of 24, he was sent to exile in 1831 for attempting a revolution in Liguria. He subsequently founded two more underground societies, first, Young Italy, in Marseille and then, Young Europe, in Bern. Mazzini's relentless opposition to monarchy and his vision of democratic republics frightened the conservatives. Metternich described him as the most dangerous enemy of our social order. Points to remember. The Idea of Nationalism by Frédéric Soriot. In 1848, Frédéric Soriot, a French artist, prepared a series of prints visualizing his dream of a world made up of democratic and social republics, as he called them. The first print shows the people of Europe and America, men and women of all ages and social classes, marching in a long train and offering homage to the Statue of Liberty as they pass by it. The statue bears the torch of enlightenment in one hand and the Charter of the Rights of Man in the other. On the earth in the foreground of the image lie the shattered remains of the symbols of the absolutist institutions. The French Revolution, 1789, and nationalism. The first clear expression of nationalism came with the French Revolution in 1789. The political and constitutional changes that came in the wake of the French Revolution led to the transfer of sovereignty from the monarch to a body of French citizens. The revolution proclaimed that it was the people who would henceforth constitute the nation and shape its destiny. During the 19th century, nationalism emerged as a force which brought about sweeping changes in the political and mental world of Europe. The end result of these changes was the emergence of the nation-state in place of the multinational dynastic empire of Europe. A nation-state was one in which the majority of its citizens came to develop a sense of identity and shared history or descent.